sorry for the struggles. I'm still new to this streaming thing, if you know what I mean. When really we started it 2 years ago. Was it 2 years? It might have been less than 2 years. Need to borrow this again, Dwayne. Sorry. Okay, now that we're back, then you guys can finally start commenting. Okay, on lane 7, we have our first bowler is Abby Yates, and our second bowler is Peyton Gonzalez, I believe. Jet's just leaving me out to dry here. Lane 8, we have Ashley Pfeiffer and L.
I'm kind of hoping you do.
I'm still learning last names, so it's all a guess right now. So we have L on lane 8. On lane 9, we have Caitlin Grothenthal and Adria Hewitt. On lane 10, we have Kaylin and Haley. And then at lane 11 and 12 are your 4 already. It's 4 already going to the tournament, so they're excluded from the team trials, and that's Mindy Bartles, Caitlin Doyle, Olivia Crandall, and Mackenzie. Repeat that, Mackenzie Millard. Because last week I kind of mispronounced the name a little bit on Mackenzie. So.
Oh, you have their first and last name?
No, but I guessed. I tried. Jet, we still need to pull up the live chat over there. Because now they can finally comment on this one. It's men's that's day one. That's day one.
Oh, just on the channels, Jet. What am I doing?
Yeah, what are we doing, Jet?
Uh-oh.
What is happening?
Hold on.
Hold on.
I'm going to try my...
Hey, we're back. Hey, now we got comments. Look at this. We're still getting into this. Usually Isaac's the one that's setting it up, and he decided to hurt his finger yesterday, or not yesterday, 2 days ago in league. So he had to go check that out before our tournament next weekend. Yeah, I don't know what you're putting in the comments.
What's their favorite bowling ball?
All right, we'll go around asking bowlers. We're just having fun with it today.
Hey, you got Mackenzie's name right. I heard it.
Hey, Debbie. I agree. It's a great day, ain't it? Last week it was a struggle, but I'm a little more tired. But we're getting through this.
What's the new games?
It's not a.
Oh, did you not? Oh, is this the first game?
Yeah, no, this is not first game.
Yeah,
this is the first game up there. They're bowling the first game.
So why lane play wise, what do we think is happening here? What do we think the play is?
So actually, we have a clipboard, right?
Yeah.
That Dwayne sets up for the bowlers here,
I think you can also
and it shows how you should play the lane.
Yes.
So I'm about to come in front of the camera and show you how we should play the lane for between the first and second game when Dwayne takes and looks at and talks to the team in between games. So I'll be there showing you that while we have a little game break action.
Oh, okay. In between the games.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And Jet, how do you pronounce this lane pattern?
Oh, is this the pattern?
Mm-hmm.
This is
chicken.
Chitzen Itsu.
Chicken pizza.
I believe majority of the pattern ends at 35, and it's buffed out to 40. This is something similar to what we might see on tournaments this year. I mean, it's considerably a medium length pattern, just buffed out a little bit. It's got a little bit of a low volume, but that just it simulates a fast transition for these guys, and that's really part of the struggle for everybody.
It's tough. When transition hits on this lanes,
It's fast
tough.
and hard, believe me.
Awesome.
I think you know what though. I think we're seeing a lot of progress from last week. I see a lot better scores this week, and I think part of that is them loosening up as a bowler.
That's what I said in the
You know?
earlier stream.
Oh, is that
when
what you said?
couldn't comment because I didn't set it up correctly, but I did say that.
Okay.
I went out and I said they looked a little more comfortable.
They look comfortable. They're starting to mesh together as a team.
Yeah.
I'm hearing a lot of cheerings, a lot of high fives, a lot of lane talk out there. Lane talk is all you want to hear. Shoot, you should have a podcast one day, Wyatt, and call it Lane Talk.
That's
that could be the next thing. Oh,
they already have that.
Sorry, I'm not the hippest kind of guy. I'm not the hip guy. I'm not the hip techno guy. But hey, there's an app for it.
I was about to tell Emily hi, but she walked out of the building for some reason. I don't know why. I'll catch her when she comes back in. But yeah, they already. You got Lane Talk. That's an app on your phone.
What does that do?
So you can pair it with the bowling alley, right? I'm pretty sure. And the scores from the scoreboard come to your phone, and you can keep track of it. Yeah. Lane Talk would be a good podcast idea, though.
Yeah. I don't know. Drop it in the comments. What do you think a good podcast name would be?
Yeah.
For just a podcast about bowling. Hopefully no one takes your idea. I'm not going to be a podcast.
Taking and talking about just bowling balls, lane patterns, new things coming out in the bowling world. And we'll see if Isaac and I venture into this when we come out of college.
You know what I'm very curious about? I'm very curious if any of these bowlers took into account of changing ball surfaces from last week.
But they were bowling on Burnt House last week. So this is totally different for them.
That's right.
Hey, Isaac, how's it go? How it goes?
It goes. How goes it?
It goes how?
We are in the 9th frame of the first game here.
Yep.
About to hit the home stretch.
And we're about to get scores coming in soon. They're reaching their 10th frame. And then, like I said again, I'll show you how you want to generally play this pattern with how it breaks down and how it looks. Yes, they are on the pattern today. The chicken pizza pattern, that's how I'm going to call it. Isaac, can you put it down in the comments what it is, because we don't know what it is. The chicken pizza pattern.
What toppings are on this pizza, Wyatt? Chicken zitsitsu.
Chicken zitsitsu. The toppings on the pizza. Usually, if it's a chicken pizza, you usually go with the barbecue. Barbecue chicken. I'm more of a chicken bacon ranch type of guy.
A little bit of turbulence on the lanes.
Hey, Chichen Itzu. Hey, we got it. Chichen Itza. Chicken pizza. That's what we're calling it. All right, we have games finishing up here.
Dwayne tapped it with his leg.
Oh.
Gave it a little shake. Hopefully nobody has vertigo at home.
If you guys remember Creighton Isley from last year.
Oh my God,
what a weasel. No. Just his sayings. What a weasel. All right, coming in from game 1. I believe that is Abby Yates. Uh-oh, we got a reset, and it's sweeping.
Whoa.
And that's a strike.
Wait, that's
Count
interesting.
Count it!
The rack, the arm came down and caught the ball. Did you see that? We might got to clip that.
That was a hell of a play right there.
Now, it would have been really cool is if the camera caught the ball coming in, counted as a strike.
Counted as a strike.
That would have been something new.
I would count that because it did knock down.
Now let's see.
Now we're gonna have some problems here.
We're gonna see some real composure here.
Because now, yeah.
No, that's fine.
No, we're good.
Yeah,
Lane's good to go. Elle's picking up the ball, and we're getting going. All right, on lane 7, first game up. Abby Yates, Boulder 171. Ashley Pfeiffer, Boulder 124. Lanes 9 and 10. Our first two bowlers done is Caitlin Groventhal with a 192. She almost had a clean game.
Almost a clean game.
Almost a clean
Just that
game.
fill ball,
Yeah. And then Caitlin Schaefer, I believe, with a 178.
Solid scores all around.
Yeah, solid so far. We're looking.
You know what I'm not seeing here? I'm not seeing a lot of single pin misses. A lot of these opens are combinations. They're not always the easiest.
Yep. And it just happens sometimes.
Yeah, it happens.
So then Peyton had a 136, Elle had a 125, and then we're waiting on lanes 9 and 10 to finish up before we get into game 2. And then I will show. Oh, Debbie, go homie G. I agree. Boys, the bowling hand is fixed. And I'd hope so. We have a freaking tournament next weekend.
It was a soft one.
Hey.
Very soft one.
Oh, it looks like 7 and 8 are just jumping right back into it.
Oh, would you look at this?
We're going quick.
I think our floor over here is throwing a baker game.
Ooh, oh,
I think they're practicing some bakers over here.
I mean, our tournament is next week, so.
Oh, what a hit! Headpin went straight.
I believe it's
straight.
part of the landmark catalog of kegel patterns. Yeah, we're going with the chicken pizza.
Oh, I do think the Chitsu Itzen. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it is like a
challenge kegel pattern.
No, I mean it is a landmark. I want to say it's like a building.
Oh,
I don't know if
I
it
have
has religious significance. I'm not sure.
Well,
I wouldn't doubt it, but it seems like one of those.
Now we're going off bowling terms. Oh, I forgot to sell these scores. Adria with a 177 and Haley with a 119 for game 1, and we're already jumping into game 2. We're going quick today.
Going into it.
Looks like they're just
Crushing strike.
Yeah.
Kaylin.
There's a great strike by Kaylin. Hey, look, it says her name on the back of her shirt. Schaefer.
Oh, yeah, Schaefer. Yeah.
It's Kaylin Schaefer. We got that
Peyton?
confirmed.
10 pin.
Smoked it.
Assassinated. Dwayne's back here.
Cheering
Cheering everyone on here.
With a 10 pin. Yep. Dwayne is. I'm going to see if I can get him over here and get his thoughts on. What was that? A nasty 9 pin?
That was a nasty 9 pin, ladies and gentlemen.
That 9 pin's not friendly. Either is the
Light
10 pin.
Light 3 pin.
That's the 2, Jet. Flip
2
them.
pins, sorry.
Yep. Change them around. Come on. How many years have you been college bowling? Come on, dude.
About to be 4.
About to be 4. We're missing a wing on Abby's bucket over there. It's down a wing.
Missing a wing?
It fell out of the bucket. All right, I'm going to try to get Dwayne over here to talk about game 1 and see what he feels happened with game 1. Dwayne, why it look like
What do you want to hear?
what do we want to hear? It's more what
You want to hear the?
what the viewers want to hear.
Well, am I live right now?
Yeah, you're live and on the mic already. So
Well, my first thing I'm going to say is, as I look down to lane 1 and 2, where the guys are practicing that are not having an official practice, doing anything but practicing their game. That's disheartening to me because they should really be working on stuff. Okay, so what do you want to know about what's going on right now?
what you've seen during game 1?
Game 1, I see a lot of nerves. I see a lot of people feeling like they're overpressured, and some people just not performing to their capability. Now, whether it's they're putting that pressure on themselves or they're just not sure. I don't know, but I've helped a couple of them, made a couple of suggestions for adjustments to their lines and stuff. I see, like yesterday with the guys from day 1 to day 2, I seen a huge improvement in scores and actually a little bit better spare shooting. I'm not seeing the same thing today from the gals, but again, the gals burned on a burnt house shot.
Yep.
Their first day. Today they're bowling on the pattern and it's fresh. So it's a little tougher.
Yep.
And some of them are tackling it really well, some of them not so much. So again, it's like I've said all along, they've got to cover the makeables and they've got to keep it in play. The ones that aren't keeping it in play, they're struggling because they have tougher spares to make. And the tougher the spare, the odds go down on making it.
Yep.
So
Another question for you is, how have you feel like they're clicking as a team? Like back here, sitting back here, it looks like they've been clicking a little better.
yes, I feel, and I mixed them up from how they were the other day, and what I've seen, how they like to practice together. And it doesn't seem to matter which of them I put together; they're all functioning well as a group. So that's a bonus because they need to feel like they're all in it together and they're all on the same page. Because that's how we get better. No different than what happened yesterday. So we lose a guy because he's hurt.
Actually, he just said in the chat he's good.
Well, as long as the trainer says he's good, that's what matters. Because again, the trainer holds the keys to everything.
Isaac.
Oh, that's not the same guy.
Oh, we got confused. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I was talking about Grace.
We were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, at any time an injury can come up. You can be walking out of your dorm first thing in the morning to go to a tournament, take a digger.
Okay, that's a tough subject here still.
I know it is, but it's the realism of what goes on.
Yep.
I mean, anything can happen at any time, so that's why everybody's got to train the same and be prepared because you don't know when your number's coming up.
It's the next mentality.
Exactly, and I think we should all be ready for that moment. I mean, how many? What was it last year before? How many emergency appendectomies did we go through? How many times did somebody get sick?
A few.
So, I mean, at any time somebody might have to go in and they might have to carry the load. You just don't know.
Yeah.
Somebody emotionally breaks down. It happens. They just can't take it. So you have to be prepared to fill in. It's a team sport. So you have to function as a team.
Wow. Debbie even put in there, or trip on a curb.
It's like they know what we're talking about.
I'm just sitting back here and I'm getting flamed in the comments already.
I don't know if you're getting flamed or just the realization set in that it's possible.
Yeah, it really is possible. Anything can happen.
But yeah, overall, if you watch, they're pretty secure with each other, and there's not any what I can see division between people. There's some that are probably not performing where they think they should be, and they're a little frustrated, but they're still not letting it affect the rest of the team, which is a positive thing.
Yep. But we're in 3 frames into game 2.
Yep.
And we got a couple of clean games going on so far.
Yeah, we have. I'll be honest. I'm shocked by a few of the scores. I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just shocked. But then again, stranger things have happened.
Bowling is bowling.
It is. I mean, there's no 300 game without a little bit of luck, and that's a fact. Because many of us have been there where we've thrown 12 perfect shots and I got 12 perfect hits.
Yep. Usually you'll see a Brooklyn in there, maybe a missed transition, but
well, not necessarily a Brooklyn, just the difference in the carry. Yeah. That's why Throwbot has never thrown a 300 without manual intervention because it's so consistent, hits the same spot. It'll eventually hook past where it needs to be. So you need that slight error in your game to be able to do it.
So that's famous words from Dwayne. You don't need to be perfect to bowl good.
No, we all, I'll be honest, and I want you to think about this. We all look for the fudge area. We look for that little bit of forgiveness room, and that's when we know we can bowl well because when you feel like you have to split boards, you're so busy trying to be exact on that you miss on both sides. But all of a sudden, when you get in that zone where you have a couple, 2, 3 boards of love, sometimes more, depending on how the pattern breaks down, all of a sudden your swing gets looser, your confidence goes up, because you know you can just feed it to that zone and you're going to get a good reaction. That is when we're in that best zone. But it doesn't happen all the time. But important that we look because it's always there. You can create it. Even if it's not there out of the gates, the way the team works together to break down the lanes is what gives you that shape.
Yep. It's more of a team concept than a singles concept.
Exactly. Person. Not that there's not individuality in bowling, but you have to work at it in a team aspect.
Yeah. But all right, we'll let you go. Thank you, Coach.
That's all right. You need anything else in your holler.
Yep. All right, Jet, you can come back with me now.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Ooh, how's the comments looking?
Debbie's roasting me.
Oh yeah. It happens.
That's okay though.
Hey, it's all love, you know.
I got a thick skin.
One love.
One love.
Canes. You know, if we were sponsored by one restaurant or like one organization, who'd you want to be sponsored by? Other than bowling affiliate.
Other than bowling
Yeah.
affiliated, one restaurant.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know because like there's so many out there. I mean, every tournament we stop at McDonald's at least once. So I mean,
That's
a free breakfast.
We'd have
once
the
in a while
Golden
would be
Gates
good.
on our jersey.
or the fans. Would be
Yeah.
cool.
What I think would be really funny would be like a Red Robin,
The Red
and then
Robin.
we just have the yum
Yeah.
on our jersey, on the back of our jersey, like a Red Robin yum.
I don't know. I think it'd be cool to put the Jimmy John's logo, Freaky Fast, on there.
Oh, is that
too.
the logo?
I
didn't know
No, it's just JJ. But Freaky Fast would be cool. All right, we got some questions. Without giving them away, any new chants or cheers for the season? Good question.
I mean, without a doubt, there's got to be new.
I will walk down and see.
Perfect. Look at that.
All right, take a timestamp, folks.
Yeah.
Apparently, we've got to watch 12 down there.
Yeah. Hopefully, it was a clear shot of the lane. But I'll go in and ask some questions about if we have any new chants. All right. We got questions coming up for you guys. We're here with the 4 that are already making it to the tournaments. And what are your thoughts on new chants, or do we have any new chants coming up for the season?
We have one for Ashley. So when
We don't give it away. Are we just seeing something new? Should fans expect something new?
Oh, absolutely. Always. Expect the unexpected.
Okay. That's from Mackenzie. Expect the unexpected. Aaliyah, what do we say from that? What do you see any new chants coming?
Oh, there's gonna be plenty of new chants. Don't worry about that.
All right. Well, it looks like they're focused already, and we'll let them get back to bowling.
It was a beautiful shot.
And that's just tough. Mackenzie, your mom say hi. All right. And we're back. Sitting there. I think there's been some good, beautiful shots.
Do you guys want to say anything?
Oh no.
No?
It could probably pick me up from here, man.
Maybe a little bit.
Don't know.
It might be like distant, but
Oh, did like the 5-pin scoot back?
Perfect.
Oh. Facebook.
Yeah. We need it for
Shot from Adria? All of them? Ooh, just scoots the 6th pin there. That's one of my most frustrating leaves is when I kind of whiff on the front one.
or the most frustrating lead for me
Yeah.
is the 3, 9, 6 or the 3, 6, 9, 10.
Yep.
That
That's a tough
spare just has my name.
Tough one. You know, the best way to pick it up is to never leave it.
Yeah,
That's the truth,
that's
you
the
know?
best way to do it because, I mean, there's been so many times where you snipe the 6-10 off or you take and just chop the 3, 9 off.
Right, yeah.
But yeah,
You know,
it's
especially on these patterns, you know, it's tough to get your predictable motion anyways. And if you're trying to hook at it, it's hard. And then if you try to throw straight at it, you've got to be dead on.
yep. They're already in their 8th frame, 7th frame, coming into the second game already. So we'll have some updates coming in soon. I've left my shoes off. Oh, Emily. Debbie says hi. She says hi, Debbie.
Big strike from L. Now, I will inform, L is definitely spelled with more than just one L. I'm weird at pronouncing L. And I said L.
He's from Hawaii, folks. It's okay.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm sorry.
It's a dialect thing.
No, I mean, I like your guys' language out there, like the pigeon.
Yeah.
I love hearing that. And like just being.
Oh! Big washout pickup for Adria. Go and rewind it back 10 seconds if you have the chance.
Adria's gonna need that one back on too. We'll get it to her. It'll be on there. Yes, Dan, there are new chants and new uniforms coming along.
I think I'm starting to see a transition hit here, guys. I'm starting to see a lot more balls start diving the head pin a little early.
Great spare by Peyton.
Yeah, keep it down on the low key.
All right, I'm gonna try and get you guys to see how we should be or like close or like recommended on how you should be playing this pattern when they get done with this game, and hopefully they don't run into game 3 right away if we take a little break and take talking to it. You know.
Yeah, I agree. You know, they're going really fast today. They're ahead of pace.
It's not a sprint; it's a marathon.
Indeed, indeed.
I keep losing my shoe. Goodness gracious.
Adria, big shot.
Looks like she likes it.
Yep, just heavy on the head there a little bit. No small adjustments. You know, 9-pin, Wyatt? Rushing the head pin like that? What's your little move there?
I just tell myself to throw it better. When really you can't control it, I've been to.
Well, I think
It might be checking up a little bit into the head pin, so maybe like a half board move left. But yeah, usually it's a great shot when you see an 8 or a 9 pin left, even a 7 or a 10 pin left too. And that's just the self-talk I have. It's just me going, throw it better, throw it better.
I see.
And that's just joking around. I mean, you don't want to be negative on yourself because then it just leads to worse things. So.
Oh, that would have been a huge pickup. L on the fence.
That's
Leaves a
also
post
a
out
tricky
there.
one.
That's a tricky one. I like to throw my spare ball, to be honest.
Do you? I've seen a couple guys move right and then throw Brooklyn to have the ball cover all 4 pins.
Oh, yeah, and just have it hook over.
Yeah.
That's true. Just a little light from Pfeiffer there. Ashley Pfeiffer.
Yep, Debbie, we'll keep on working hard. Girls are going to keep on working hard. Next week, we'll see where we get to, and we'll see you in Wisconsin. God damn.
Big pickup for Ashley Pfeiffer here. Big pickup. And she covers.
She did cover.
Now, let's see if there's an adjustment here in the 10th frame. I do think she's on a good line. She's just missing just slightly and skidding a little too far. But other than that, she's been finding the head pin all night. I mean, all afternoon.
Yeah, afternoon. It's almost 5 o'clock. What's your cutoff time for night? When the sun goes down? On the east side of town?
Personally, yeah, when the sun starts going down. Personally.
It's all right.
Yep, shot from Ashley looked pretty all right. I think she closed down her angles a little bit. She's gonna figure it out.
We'll make some adjustments. All right, coming in for game 2. On lane 7, we had Abby with a 151 and Ashley with a 169. Our first person will be finishing up here in a frame on lane 9 and 10. After a frame. Oh, that was almost
a good carry out on the
Yeah.
Brooklyn side.
I will say though, Jet, I kind of like throwing Brooklyns because it demoralizes your team, the opponent.
The opponent team?
Yeah, because
No, I'm
I
not
mean,
gonna lie.
especially when they throw a good shot and stone a pin, and then you walk up
come
and
back
throw a Brooklyn.
Yep. And I will admit, it feels very rewarding when you throw a Brooklyn. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
It's not just competing on the lanes; it's competing mentally as well.
Indeed, always.
What a strike by Kaylin over there on lane 10.
How'd you bowl? Shot a 76 last game.
All right, we got final scores coming in on 7 and 8. Peyton with a 120, L with a 122. And it's barely off screen. I'm gonna go try and see if I can move it. We got Dwayne the Mood coaching. Yeah, I'm trying to get there. There he is. Real time coaching right here. See him giving tips. Oh, he ran off the screen real quick. It's like he sensed that the camera was on him.
Elusive.
You sometimes can see him, you sometimes can't.
Totally.
It's hard to see him. It's wow. Oh, games on lanes 9 and 10. Caitlin, home and G, shot a 167. Caitlin, shot a 187.
A lot of strikes that game. A lot of strikes.
Yep, a lot of strikes.
Adria just hit a big one in the 10th.
I believe she slapped it off up there. I couldn't see. I was looking at the scoreboard, not down at the lanes.
Pfeiffer just splashed the rack on.
Splash. All 10 back in the pit.
Let's talk about pin action, Wyatt.
Pin action. All right, what are we talking about?
Pin action.
Sometimes it's crazy, sometimes it's not. What are we talking?
In all reality, pin action is when pins go from side to side.
Okay. So like throwing darts,
Throwing
logs.
logs. It's not about, because obviously when you bury the pit, pins fall
backwards. Yep.
But Dwayne, insight here. What is pin action? Pin action. What is good pin action?
Literally think about it like this. When your ball goes through, it's only going to touch, if you're right-handed, it's only going to touch the 1, 3, 5. Then, depending on how it deflects off that 5, is whether it'll touch the 9 or the 8. Sometimes it'll push the 5 out of the way and split the 9 and the 8, which I do quite often because I have old man roll.
Man's just a G. He's
But
good.
those are textbook strikes, though, Dwayne.
That's what you need.
Yeah, those are textbook strikes.
You need it to be between 5 and 7 degrees, and your ball rotation needs to match your ball speed and impact.
Indeed.
No, actually, ball speed and rotation should match each other as it reads the transition and moves, and then the rotation should be taken over as it hits the pins.
All right.
That's the optical illusion. When you throw it, it looks like it's going really slow, and then when it gets down there, it looks fast. But it's the optical illusion because the lane's narrower than it is in length. So it's actually at the fastest it can go off your hand. And when it's curving, it's the slowest it can go. Because it's only covering 40 inches, it looks like it's going really fast.
and it takes a left turn real quick.
In order for the ball to hook, the ball has to slow down, ladies and gentlemen. Has to slow
The
down.
best-
That's physics.
The best representation that Dwayne gave us was a car on snow and ice. You can't have a car just sitting there spinning on snow. It needs to grab traction on the concrete to go. So we couldn't quite. Sorry about that. We were talking with Dwayne, and we couldn't quite get Adria and Haley's scores. Sorry about that. But they're jumping into game 3. Work quick today. Fast shooting. Texas Ranger style.
Shout out to Ridge Walker.
His nickname's actually Texas Ranger, but Matt would not agree with me on that one. Because then on legal documents, it would have looked like Walker Texas Ranger. So
And isn't that just cool?
ain't that cool, you know?
So I have a serious question for you guys. Anybody here a Cowboys fan?
No.
No, I'm not.
Just want to make sure. We didn't have to put anybody else on the side.
Oh! Dwayne with the jokes out here. I can't put that on the film because that one's close.
Now, TikTok, I mean not TikTok. Hawk Tua Tagovailoa. I'd be supporting. He's a classmate. Went to the fellow alma mater, danced hula with him.
Okay, Jet. You've been catching on to the football train with us, Isaac and I.
I have a little bit.
What are your thoughts on Tua continuing his career or ending his career?
You know what? I say he can continue. Obviously, I heard the news before I saw the clip of him. I think under pressure, he just has to make better decisions.
Yeah.
I mean,
Now,
he went full blast at him, and you know what? He should have slid or something. He should have gave up.
I will say, I used to play football, and you can still function off of 5 concussions. So, I mean, he's got 2 more under his belt that he could possibly play with. So,
I know.
I mean,
Oh, Wyatt,
he can keep going.
figure this, Wyatt. You were tackling high schoolers. These are grown men now. I believe the amount of force is exponentially increased.
Ryan, stop. Thanks for tuning in, Ryan. Actually, thank you. Thank you.
It's actually handsome. I'm more of a handsome kind of guy. It's
more of a handsome kind of. I don't even think the sound bar.
no,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Wow, what a splashed rack from Homie G on 10. I believe that tripped out at least a 5-7 there, from what I can see.
Yeah, we don't have the best view back here, but we have a little bit of a view. I mean,
I think what we're starting to see is, play style and their strengths. Some of these bowlers are stronger on fresh. Some of these bowlers are stronger on a little bit of a transition and breakdown.
that was wicked. No, that's a 4-7 by Abby. That was wicked. The 4-pin fell forward and the 7-pin fell backwards.
Whoa. All right, Wyatt, here's a would you rather. Okay. Would you rather have been on television for bowling and lose in the final match, or been featured in a home cooking show for your best recipe ever? So either you've lost the title match for bowling with Randy Johnson, right? He's
commentating, who
Or
am I
would you
bowling
rather
against? Because that also factors in too.
Who are you bowling against? Huh. Anyone you want, I guess. I mean, I can't really make that.
If I'm sitting up there watching, or if I'm sitting up there bowling with the pros, I mean, I'd love to see a few. I think for me personally, between bowling, cooking show, easy. Isaac, no. But you're more of a cook. Have you seen me in the kitchen? I'm a dumpster fire.
No, but that's the thing. Like you're from the Midwest, you can show them something new.
I don't make things. I
butter
grill.
butter
I
on
don't.
banana bread.
But
You could make like a homemade banana bread. teach them about how y'all eat it out there.
You know what I could do? I could make mac and cheese hot dogs, cut them up, put them together, stir them together, throw ketchup
You
over
show
it,
them,
and
you
call
can
it
show them
good.
beanies and weenies.
Oh, beans and weenies. Yeah, that's a good one too.
It's as simple as it gets. Now, from the viewers here, home cooking show. What is the recipe that you are cooking, and who are you cooking with? You know, are you
Or
pulling a
for.
Martha Stewart? Are you cooking with a cute
Jordan
supermodel?
Ramsay. Yeah.
Gordon Ramsay.
That's big
By all means.
Or, okay, Jet, throwing this in there.
Yeah.
Gordon's taking in.
Ripping you?
Yeah, no, not ripping.
Oh.
Judging
Judging.
your food.
Ooh.
Then which one would you do?
You know, honestly,
Because then you feel like, oh, I made this so well. Made this, got good. It's the best I've ever had it. And then he just goes and just.
I also think though the feat is having him taste your food. You know, like saying that Gordon Ramsay, because let's be honest, Gordon Ramsay in history is going to go down in history. You know, he's
the
going to
goat.
be remembered.
He's the goat of cooking.
You know, and if I could say he's had my lasagna and homemade garlic bread to a certain extent, you know, I'd be a little happy about it. Then I can take his critiques and, you know what, make the recipe better.
Okay, Jet. Here's a would you rather for bowling.
Okay.
Would you rather lose the a PBA TV show
Or no. Or
by one pin,
or
or throw your first 300 on TV and stone a 9?
you mean the last shot?
Yep, last shot. Last shot, throw a solid. We'll go 8 pin, solid 8 pin.
Okay.
Or lose by 1 pin.
I think I'd go 8-pin there. I think the amount of memes and Instagram reels I'd see is just so great. You know, I've got to be for the culture on that one.
Just throw the solid
Yeah.
8 pin.
And odds of me winning with the $2.99 is pretty good. So I'd like to win, you know.
All right, coming back into action. Frames are looking good.
Big 4-bagger from
Yeah,
Adria.
Adria threw
Big
a 4-bagger
four-bagger.
leading into game 3. We also have a few signature right here. Here we go. Emily, you might want to keep this signature. It might go famous one day.
On the right line.
So we will see.
Yep.
Jet took a double take there just to see.
Did take a double take. Now let's dive into Adria's game here. I believe she's throwing a Vivo.
Yep.
Asymmetrical pearl.
Yep.
I believe she's farther left than everybody.
Every night.
What show?
I can't say it.
Oh, see, here's the tricky one you were just
Yeah,
talking about,
this is
right?
the one I've been talking about.
Now
This
let's
one-
see how she approaches this.
I either chop the 2 on the far left or I chop the 610. Once in a blue moon, once in a blue moon. You'll actually see me pick this one up.
Okay.
But I'm just kidding. I've become more confident with it, seeing it. So we'll see.
You know, since the recent influx for myself and leaving that, I've found that throwing my spare ball is just so much higher of a percentage. You know, I've gone and chopped the 3-9. I've gone and came in and 3-6-9, but no 10. I didn't see it.
I've
I
never
didn't see
seen
it.
that one.
Didn't see it.
She
Did
left the
two count?
310.
Did she 2 count that?
Yeah.
Oh no, I think they're going in for a score change.
Oh, did it bounce out of
I
the
was about to
disc?
say if she 2 counted that would have went down.
Yeah, I would
legendary.
not have ever seen that. But I think I'm seeing some transition hit.
I do think so.
Lanes are getting a little tougher, and hopefully we can take and see the girls make adjustments. And
I do think Pearl is the play here. However, play style, you never know, right?
That's a great
I
double
mean-
wood pickup by Ashley.
I mean, you can be playing an aggressive hybrid here. You can be playing an aggressive pearl, a smooth pearl. You know,
Great spare by Abby on lane 7. It was the bucket without the bottom jet. That was Abby's spare. Her chicken was falling out of the bucket on the
no
back.
chicken, no chicken.
No chicken.
All right, let's talk about chicken here. Where's your favorite fried chicken place? Fast food, fast food. Make it easy for the viewers.
So like fried chicken or like chicken strips?
Like fried chicken.
Fried chicken?
Fried chicken.
Oh, I don't know. It's well, the two main you have are KFC and Popeyes.
Right.
Popeyes adds that little kick at the end of their chicken. You know, you take a bite and just. Uh-oh. Hey, Jeff, you want to go fix it?
Yeah, we had a little bit of turbulence.
Yeah. And so I'm guessing I would go probably. That's a tough one. Fried chicken. I think I'd have to go. You know what? For nostalgic, like it's always been KFC chicken for me.
It's a staple, right?
Yep.
It's a staple.
Jeff, how about you?
You know, I'm gonna have to side with Haley is a supervisor at KFC. Be careful. You know what? I'm gonna go with KFC here.
Yeah, we're going KFC.
That famous bowl is hard to beat, ladies and gentlemen. That famous bowl is. No, I gotta admit though, that famous bowl,
That is a good. Bowl.
simple, delicious, the
Easy
perfect
to make.
amount. The
Easy
perfect
to make.
amount. You know, and I think that the corn in there is what kind of seals the deal. A little bit of crunch and juice.
Yeah, you know. Okay, so talking about corn, merch is gonna be dropping hopefully soon. We'll see. But talking about corn,
Yeah.
and you being from Hawaii, your
Yes.
dad was here moving you in very first weekend.
Yeah.
And this is the very first story I ever heard of your dad.
Yeah.
And let's hear the story, Jeff.
So this is move-in. This is move-in weekend for Peru, our freshman year.
4 years ago.
4 years ago now, and we've traveled a lot. Granted, we've never been to Nebraska. However, they are known for their corn, and we know this. So they drop me off. You know, we do our things, move in, whatever, and they end up going out for a drive and passing one of these hometown farms. There is a guy with a pickup and a sign that says "Fresh Corn." His entire back of the pickup was corn. I want to say my dad bought at least $20 worth. So that's like probably 20 years of it. And my dad just could not wait to cook this corn. And here's where it goes sideways. He said the corn was so good while driving. He ate 8 ears of corn, of raw corn. And he just had the stomach ache of his life. But he said he'd do it again, and it was worth it. Go Nebraska. Go Cornhuskers. Go sweet corn, because that thing is good. And I agree. Corn is something that you just can't beat. You know, the proof is in the pudding. No, the proof is in the corn.
So yeah, it was great. I just laughed. We're already almost done with game 3 on 7 and 8. They're flying through it. And huge shout out for the workers here at Nebraska City and our Arbor Lanes. They've been able to put the pattern out for us. They've been able to allow us to practice here. They help us when we have lane breakdowns. We need a bowling ball from the back. Huge shout out to them.
Do you think Haley could get us a discount at KFC? That's the real question, you know? We've got a special guest here. One of our newest freshmen, Noah Stone.
Hello.
Noah Stone, how are you feeling this year?
I'm feeling okay. I didn't do my greatest during the men's trials, but I don't know. I've had just kind of a weird streak these last couple weeks, and hopefully I fix them up here soon and get rolling on the lanes.
That's good. It's always a work in progress. So
Yeah.
it's always work. I mean, you ask pros out there, and they go, you know what makes me better is practice. Getting out there practicing, and that's hopefully what we'll do. Yep, we surely will ask her.
You best believe I'm asking for that KFC discount.
So, Noah, while you're here, what's been the biggest thing coming to Peru as a freshman,
Like as a whole or just bowling?
as a whole?
As a whole?
Yeah.
I don't know. I really like it here. I mean, it's just nice having that freedom. I mean, it's not a terribly expensive college. It's nice, good programs. I mean, I know all my professors by name. They're pretty nice. I mean, I like it here so far. So
That's good. And then, how about the bowling aspect now?
the bowling aspect, it's pretty good. I don't know. I mean, the lanes could always be better, but I've been having fun. It's fun getting to know all these guys and bowl together. I mean, it's definitely a change from high school. It's a lot more spare shooting and a lot more technical problems that you're working with over just throwing the ball down the lane.
Oh, yeah. And I know you haven't really necessarily got into your first tournament, but how have you seen, skill base wise, jumping, the skill base from college to high school?
It's a pretty big margin because I know everyone I'm going to be bowling against is going to be better than me or about the same skill level as me because in high school you're bowling against a bunch of goobers that know absolutely nothing.
Okay, erase that. Oh, all right. So you're gonna say it's gonna push you a little more to get better at bowling and get to that next level.
Yeah, it's definitely a push from your bowling on varsity because there's only 4 guys on the team versus bowling against other guys on your team to get on varsity. It's a big jump.
Oh, yeah. All right, game 3 coming in for lanes 7 and 8. Abby with a 173, Ashley with a 142, Elle with a 96, and Peyton is finishing up her last frames. But thank you, Noah, for coming in, speaking your thoughts on coming in as a freshman and seeing new college life and college bowling.
Thanks, fellas. Appreciate you guys.
No problem, dude.
Have a good one.
Big dog on 7 and 8 is Abby Yates with a total of 322. Right behind her is Ashley Pfeiffer with a 293. Elle finishes at 247.
I don't think that's Jet. That's not calculating the next game.
Oh,
Sorry, we're
I
still new
apologize.
to this
I
bowling
apologize.
thing.
I'm not a commentator. Okay,
Now I think it is.
here we
Yeah,
go.
It should be now.
Top dog on 7 and 8. Abby Yates with a 495. Ashley Pfeiffer with a 435. We've got a 364 from Peyton and a 343 from Elle. Pretty consistent all around, I would say.
It is.
I can't be too bad.
It's
I can't
close.
be upset with that. Consistency.
It's close. So I mean, it's gonna come down to what Dwayne's seen today and last week to who makes the final 4 spots on varsity.
Indeed. And you know what? We've got a big game alert on 9 for Adria. She's working on a spare here. 164 in the 8th. Gonna add some more. Here we go. Big shot.
Ooh, left it outside a little bit. That's all right though.
It's all about the bounce back.
It happens to everybody.
It's all about how you handle yourself after the shot. And the next shot. And the next shot.
Who is the small?
Did you see the jerseys yet?
Right there. Just going. Had a lot of people tuning in. Thanks for tuning in today, actually, guys. It means a lot to the program, to these girls, knowing that they have the support behind them to keep pushing hard and keep showing who's supporting them. I mean, it'll give them confidence going into the season, knowing that they have a huge support system behind them, and it'll really help them. Oh, just stepping in for a score correction.
Me. Behind you, Poops. Thanks, Dad. Appreciate it. Is my mom still on?
No, she left.
Rude. She didn't even Venmo me like I told her to.
She couldn't hear you. You were standing a ways away.
I said Venmo me for gas. Oh, these are pretty dope. This looks like it's gonna be okay.
I'm gonna have to tuck them in.
Are you hype? Are
So-
you hype about the jerseys?
Speaking about the jerseys, what are you guys thinking about for Jersey days?
You know how you guys, pants and skirts and
Well, we're
all
not wearing
that.
pants anymore. We have two skirts. We have a navy blue
Oh.
skirt and a black skirt. So we're not wearing pants at all this year.
So
So I think we'll wear these ones with the blue skirt and then the stripes with the black.
Yeah, probably. Try it on though, because we looked at the stripes with our blue, and the gradient kind of
Yeah, we can
looked
try
like
it.
not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because that navy might go better with stripes. Because I
it
think
might.
that's more
You should
white.
look at it, because I did a whole runway for Wyatt.
I would like these.
Oh, trip it.
I just feel like the black will go better with the navy instead of black on black.
we'll see.
Is that in the skirts yet? I don't think so. That'd be a good
Game 3's coming in on lanes 9 and 10.
Last shot from Homie G. Flush.
Smash the pocket.
Flush for 10.
Flash. That's a 193 by Homie.
Yep.
You know they can hear you on the mic, right?
All right, Adria's gonna dig deep here and pick this up.
Yep.
Dig deep.
What'd she leave?
She can get this.
left the.
She can do this.
She left a 279. A game for Kaylin was a 131.
That's my bracelet. It's Tiger's Eye.
What?
Tiger's Eye. Adria, here we go.
Oh,
Just unlucky there. She shot him there.
180 for Adria. Shot a 180 for Adria. Last game coming in is Haley.
Part of that transition, that ball started to hook really early. I mean, maybe she missed a little in there, but started to hook early and hard.
All right, we'll finish it up in game 3.
Good finish there. Haley with a one more ball.
One more ball.
One more ball. I swear I've bowled before, people. I swear.
It has been a struggle sometimes. It
It's
just
a lot
fades
different
your
when
mind.
you're sitting back here. When you're up there and doing it, it's like second nature.
No. And Haley finished with a 138, and that concludes team trials for the women on day 2. So there will be a time where they send out who makes the final 8, and we'll let you know. We'll get it down. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and we'll see you next time.
Before anybody leaves, I need to know who doesn't have black